The stale smell of cafeteria fries clung to my clothes as I trudged out of school. Whispers, glances. Maya! Ancient sneakers they saw. My sneakers had seen better days, years ago. My backpack was patched, my phone was a relic, and my clothes were strictly hand-me-down or thrift store finds. My poverty persona, as I privately called it, was a masterpiece of method acting. Chloe bounced, ponytail, handbag swinging, calling Maya. Her boyfriend, Jake, walked beside her, his arm draped casually around her waist. He was the kind of guy every girl swooned over. Football star, easy smile, and an even easier laugh. He liked me? I faked a smile, mumbled. Rough day? Chloe asked, though her eyes were already scanning the crowd, probably looking for someone more interesting. You look tired. Homework, a sigh, and $50 for a book. Chloe giggled. A sound like wind chimes. Pretty, but empty. $50? Maya, seriously? Just ask your grandma. Or, I don't know, work more hours at the library? She glanced at Jake, who offered me a sympathetic shrug. My grandma's bills, and the library barely helps me, Jake offered. Need help? I'll spot you cash. His offer felt real. Facade nearly. Almost cracked. Chloe scoffed. Maya's a survivor. Pathetic, but fine. My teeth clenched. Pathetic, huh? I said, trying to keep my voice light. Oh, you know what I mean. Chloe waved, amused. Relatable struggle. She shot another glance at Jake, who was looking increasingly uncomfortable. You know, unlike us. She, Jake, royalty. I, a peasant. Jake coughed. Harsh? Chloe scoffed, hair flying. Maya's not on our level. Cracked phone? Museum piece, Maya. Seriously? Jake and I dine at the pricey sushi, with private rooms. Stomach churned. Weak smile. Chloe beamed, pulling Jake. Don't work too hard. Mask fell. Pathetic. Not on our level, she sneered. Years of rage erupted, fueled by abandonment and envy. I pulled out my museum phone, the one Chloe thought was ancient. Thumb flicked. Screen glowed. Encrypted interface emerged. Fingers danced. Black car arrived, silent, sleek. Window slid down. Henderson's face softened, seeing me. He asked, voice rumbling. I entered. New car scent filled. My voice held a dangerous calm. Another phone emerged. Pristine screen. Latest model. 3 more in my vault. Emails, alerts flooded in. News of acquisition hit hard. Henderson, City Now. Calls, then PR team. Public news. He nodded, already anticipating my next move. Right away, Miss Maya. And about those sneakers? A small smile touched my lips. New shoes tomorrow. And maybe, just maybe, a new persona. Because Chloe was right about one thing. I was a survivor. But what she didn't know was that the pathetic girl in the old sneakers was the silent, reclusive CEO of InnovateX Solutions, the tech company that had just signed a multi-billion-dollar deal with the government. The company Chloe's dad had been desperately trying to get a meeting with for months. My charade hid me from the world and Mom, and from girls like Chloe, who only saw value in what you displayed, not what you built in silence. Tomorrow, the world would know. And I couldn't wait to see Chloe's face when she finally realized just how far below her level I truly was.